I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't set the world on fire.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world, but war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl? It's a boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did it. A son. A beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like they've finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up. You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just
James?
Catherine?
James,
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compression. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2, 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on. It's you and me, okay?
Just remember one thing. We need a doctor, not a deadbeat. This one's on the house. Fail to meet my expectations.
Don't
and
look
there will
straight
be
into the
trouble.
light, pal.
James and his cheerly chatter.
Decorations,
May your
some
future be
donating
bright.
toys, and this place will feel
Come on,
just like
little
his, son. Come on. Walk to Daddy. There you go. My goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo, I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit. You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right for trying to pen you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
These experiments
Don't be a
are
damn
wasted.
fool. We experiment to prepare. We prepare to survive. Surprise!
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast.
Each day
You
more
blinded the
luminous.
poor kid.
Happy birthday!
Can you believe it? He is growing up so fast.
Happy birthday, pal. I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your
Congratulations, young man. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party. You're only 10 once, so have fun.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday! We really surprised you, didn't we? Your dad was afraid you were onto us. But I told him not to worry. You're so easy to fool. You're welcome. But really, your dad did most of it. I just helped with the decorations and stuff. Hey, I bet you can't guess what I got you for your birthday. Go on, guess. Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite barbarian? That's right, Grognak, issue 14, and with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things. Believe it or not. Imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests. We'll talk later, okay? Happy birthday.
Man, you got a Pip-Boy. I wish I was 10. Hey, thanks for inviting me. Really cool party and everything. I know that, Butch and I give you a hard time, but you don't take that seriously, right? Anyway, happy birthday and everything. I better get back to, you know.
What, are you two best friends now? Hey, Wally, I think Paul's gone soft on us.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came. Goodness, listen to me ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you? Fiddlesticks! What 10-year-old doesn't like presents? I was 10 once, believe it or not. My goodness, the vault was practically crowded back then. Not like today. So few young people now. But here I am rambling on again, and you listening so politely. Here you go, a nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning. And it's all for you. No sharing required today.
Attention, everyone!
Why don't you introduce us to your new best friend?
Who do you mean?
Wait!
Happy birthday,
Oh, no.
Allow me to wish you a happy birthday. I would offer you a piece of cake.
Nice part.
But,
How's it?
I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet roll you got from Old Lady Palmer. Don't you talk about my mom, you little punk.
How's it going, pal?
Daddy, I told you not to act all official.
Butch,
I
what do
know
you think
were
you're doing?
joking,
Leave him
but
alone.
I'm not sure anyone else did.
You all right, son?
Nonsense.
You didn't... I hope Butch didn't hurt you. You want to tell me what that was all about? Why, that little... I figured it was him that started it. He's been nothing but trouble since the day he was born. You let me handle this and try to stay out of the way.
You'll always
All
enjoy
right,
my
Butch.
little speeches. Besides, that friend of yours could use a reminder that life is not
Can it?
all
Yeah.
I've had it with
I
you,
got
Butch.
one.
Your mother
The
is going to hear
Mackers.
about this little
Super
incident.
cool, right?
It's supposed to be a party,
I'm
you
not
know?
gonna
You look
tolerate
at
any more of
pork
your
face.
bullying.
You should try it sometime.
Are you all right? Is Butch giving you a hard time again? I'm glad to hear it. Once you start letting bullies push you around, you'll never see the end of it. Come on now. I bet there's someone else out there with a present for you.
Daddy,
Tell
you
my
might
mom.
like it.
Big deal. Are we done?
What's Butch's problem anyway? I can't believe he tried to start a fight at your own birthday party. What a jerk. Come on, don't ask me that. You know he would if I asked, but where would that leave me? It's bad enough being the overseer's daughter. If everyone knew I ran to Daddy every time I had a problem, nobody would ever talk to me again. We'll think of some way to get Butch back, I promise. But I'm not getting my father involved.
For now, just remember, I'm keeping
Do
my
you
eye
think we
on you.
surprised him?
How do you like that Pip-Boy, son? Fit all right and everything? Get it off? Why in the world would you want to do that? Your Pip-Boy's the best friend you'll ever have. Besides, you can't get it off. Biometric seals, etc. I could tell you some stories about trying to take them off the old folks. Well, that's hardly a fit subject for a kid's birthday party. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Pretty soon you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday! Not much, but I hope you like it.
I'm sure of it, Amata. Never suspected a thing. Now go on and enjoy yourself.
Thanks for
what do you
coming,
think we should
Stanley.
call our gang? It's gotta be totally killer, though.
Hey, how about
How are
the
you
Vault
enjoying the
Dweller?
party, Mrs.
Get it?
Palmer?
Who wants to go around all day being called a Vault Dweller?
Little baby,
So,
we're
you're
crying
telltale,
out.
too.
Get lost,
Just
butt
wait,
breath.
Jonas.
Slomas isn't
Splendid
always gonna
job.
be around to save your butt.
Down here.
Nice pit
What
bull.
about
Thanks.
the tunnel?
What is
I'll
that?
send him right down.
One of
Rats
its
tough
3,000.
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Enjoying
Name
yourself? I'm glad you could.
Enjoying yourself?
I'm glad to be here. I think it's important to keep in touch with the young people.
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party. They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old with your very own Pip-Boy. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem, just for you. I hope you like it. Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have yourself a wonderful birthday.
People, you know,
Can't believe
it's
my
part of
mom
my
made me
job.
come to
Plus,
this
well,
party.
I like parties.
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level. You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Are you ready for your surprise? The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try? Easy now. It's only a BB gun, but it's not a toy. Let's go try it out. Jonas and I have found a nice spot for you. Follow me. Son, I brought you into this world. I think you know the rest.
Hey, shoot at the targets, okay? Not a toy. Whoa, that stinks. Ow! Careful with that, sport. Careful with that, sport.
Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want. You're welcome, pal. Happy birthday. Careful, it's a rad roach. Think you can take care of that with your BB gun? Just aim and shoot. You'll be fine. Good work. That's one less rad roach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with a big game hunter.
Ow!
Over here, son.
Whoa, that stings. That stings.
Over here, son.
Smile.
Boys and girls have different parts.
What is her problem anyway? So, I'm the overseer's daughter, so what? Like, I get any kind of special treatment.
Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old boy. So yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take. No, you're not. Really. When I started studying medicine, one of the first things I learned was how to spot a kid playing sick to get out of taking a test. You'll do fine. It's not so bad. Everyone has to take it when they're 16. I had to, you have to, and so does everyone else. And most everyone makes it through without a scratch. The Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test, GOAT. Everyone here in the Vault takes it when they're 16. Helps to figure out what sort of a job you'll have here in Vault 101 when you get a bit older. So, pay attention and try not to fall asleep. You know what the Overseer says? We're born in the Vault, we die in the Vault. Each is tested to determine their abilities, that they may work for the betterment of all Vault residents. Huh. Sound familiar? Hey, it's not my call. Those are the rules. You're 16 now, so this year you take the GOAT. Come on, it's not so bad. Everyone has to take it. You'll do just fine. Take care, son. Now get out of here, and good luck.
Good morning. Stopped in. Hey, sport. It's been a while since you stopped in here to see us. It's the big goat day today, right? Hey, cut it out. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice.
Morning, Jonas.
Morning, Doc. How's things?
Hey, pal.
Good luck on the goat.
Get out of my way, you stupid tunnel snakes!
Hi, Stan.
I can show you
Sorry to
a
keep
real
you waiting.
tunnel snake,
What
Amada.
seems to be the trouble today?
God, Butch, why don't you just leave me alone?
What do you Yeah? What do you want? None of your business, kid. Get out of here before you get hurt. If you mess with the tunnel snakes, you're asking for it. Got me? Maybe you're right. We can deal with her later.
What to her, Butch?
Come on, tunnel snakes. This little bitch is worth our time. Whatever you say, Butch.
You're the boss. Tunnel snakes don't mess with the tunnel snakes. Let's go.
Don't push your luck.
Susie,
What's new? Don't mess
not
with the
much.
tunnel.
Our heater's on the fritz again.
You're kidding me. Didn't you?
Thanks for getting rid of them. Assholes. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess? Idiots.
You just get new parts for it last week?
Well, you made it. All set for the goat? Trust me, it really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through. Didn't work on your dad either, did it? Now, unless you have something else you want to discuss, take a seat and prepare for the 2274 edition of the GOAT. I'm sure you will, especially since it's multiple choice with no wrong answers. We'll start as soon as everyone's found a seat. Good luck.
I can.
Back off.
Get out of my face.
Well, now that everyone has managed to find the classroom, we can finally get started. No talking, and keep your eyes to yourselves. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. Deloria.
Sure thing, Mr. Brotch.
Unless anyone else has an insightful comment, let's get started. Question 1. A frenzied vault scientist runs up to you and yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response? Question 2. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection in his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do? Question 3. You discover a young boy lost in the lower levels of the vault. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do? Question 4. Congratulations. You've made one of the Vault 101 baseball teams. Which position do you prefer? Question 5. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another Vault resident. What do you do? Question 6. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed? Question 7. Oh no, you've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment? Question 8. A fellow Vault 101 resident is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it? Question 9. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and... Question 10. Who is indisputably the most important person in Vault 101? He who shelters us from the harshness of the atomic wasteland, and to whom we owe everything we have, including our lives. Pencils down, people. That's it. The infamous goat. I'm sure most of you didn't find it so bad. Others, well, there are always openings in the maintenance department. Don't forget to hand in your test before you leave. You don't want to know what happens to people who fail the goat. You can have the rest of the day off to celebrate or to pray as the situation warrants.
I've got other things to do.
Here you are, Mr. Brotch. I hope I did okay.
Nothing for you to worry about, Miss Almodovar. Let's see. Very well done. Looks like it's the supervisory track for you.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
Yo, Teach, I'm done.
Ah, Butch.
What is it now, sir?
Now then, let's see. Really? Interesting. You've surprised me, Butch. I didn't think you had it in you. Hairdresser. Who would have thunk it?
You're so full of it. That isn't true. Get out of my face.
I'm all done, Mr. Broch. I guess. Wait a second. Can I have it back? I think I need to change one of my answers.
Just calm down a minute, Paul. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Let's see. Yep, just as I thought. You're slated for the engineering track. Congratulations, Mr. Hannon. You've passed the GOAT.
Oh, gee. That's not so bad. Engineering, all right. Snake life forever.
Looks like the diner's going to get a new fry cook. I'll just say this once. Hold the mustard, extra pickles. Listen, I was just as obnoxious at your age. I didn't take the GOAT seriously. And look where I ended up. Just between you and me, the whole test is a joke. If you don't like the results, I can make your GOAT come out any way you want. Just let me know.
Hello. Mother can't wait to find out if I'll be going into science or home economics. Bye. Hello. Hey.
Back off.
Snake life forever.
Anything is possible, even an egg.
Daddy's
Mr.
doctor
Broch.
ain't here to save you now. Is he? Get back to work. Selfish and insolent.
Wake up!
Just
Come on, wake
You
up!
need to know these things. I'm not going to be around.
Come on! You've got to wake up! You've got to get out of here. Your dad is gone and my father's men are looking for you. He's left the vault. I don't know how, but he's gone. And my father, he's kind of gone crazy. I thought so too, but it's true. He's gone, and Jonas is dead, and now they're looking for you. I don't know! Some of my father's men? Look, that doesn't matter right now. You need to worry about getting out of here alive. Revenge will have to wait. Good, you're finally talking sense. My God, this is all so crazy. I can't believe your dad didn't tell you he was leaving. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it doesn't matter. I can help you escape. I have my own plan. Listen. There's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into his office. That's how I always get in. We don't have time for this! Trust me, security doesn't know about the tunnel. Just my father, and me. Maybe this pistol I stole from my father will make you feel better. Go ahead, take it. And then let's get out of here. Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck!
Hold your hand forever.
I'll meet you at the vault door if I can, but don't wait.
There he is. Hold it right there. Criminy, more roaches. That's it. That's it. Gotcha now. That's it. That's it. Oh!
You gotta help me! My mom's trapped in there with the rat roaches! Yeah, I'm asking you. So what? Look, I'm sorry for the way I've always treated you. You know I never meant any of it, right? But it's my mom. You can't leave her in there with the rat roaches. Well, yeah, so I hate rat roaches. So what? I tried to go back in to help her, I swear I did. But I just can't do it! So I'm begging you, please help her. I don't know what I'd do without my mom. Shut up! I'm not listening to you! It's not too late! No, I'm not going back in there! I can't! Oh my God, thank you! I didn't know what to do! You're the best!
Ow, that hurts! Butchie, help me! Ah!
We did it! My mom's gonna be okay! You're the best friend I've ever had, man! Hey, I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my Tunnel Snake's jacket. Go ahead, take it.
Any resident found outside his or her quarters will be dealt with severely. That's easy. This is the Overseer. All residents of Vault 101 are hereby confined to their quarters. That's easy.
You're the one everybody is looking for, right? Well, it's none of my business. Your dad always... Me and Andy were in a tight spot there. Ain't no mistake. Good thing he loves toasting roaches so much.
I'm afraid you've missed him. I believe
It's the big idea.
Could be back any moment.
Just hold still. Your left stabilizer's been knocked loose.
Back to our quarters.
It's our only chance, don't you see? We're getting out of here. Just like the doctor. I'm not gonna let anyone stop us. It's me!
Tom! Be careful!
Outside his or her. That's easy.
Oh!
had to go and leave, didn't he? He had to mess things up for over here.
Look out!
Don't let him get away. That stupid kid is over here. He's trying to leave the ball. Don't let him get away.
I don't know anything!
Be reasonable, Amanda. Officer Mac may enjoy this, but I don't. Just tell us where to find...
Look out! Stop in the name of the overseer!
You're just making this harder on yourself. I hope you're here to turn yourself in, young man. You're already in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it worse for yourself. Oh, is that all? Is there anything else I can get you while you're here? You'll get nothing from me. I'll die before I see the safety of the vault compromised again. Save your sanctimony. The world is a dangerous place, and I make no apologies for doing whatever it takes to keep the vault safe. Guards, help me! Guards! Guards, help!
You did it! You opened the door! My God, I almost didn't believe it was possible. You're right. I should have never doubted you. It's tempting, but my place is here. The vault needs me more than you do. I'm the only one who has a chance to talk some sense into my father. Listen, if you do catch up with your dad, tell him I'm sorry for you know, Jonas and my father and everything. Goodbye.
Stop in the name of the Overseer! Smokes, that you shouldn't have tried to run!
Yeah! What's the matter?
Huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood? Ah! Had enough?
You've got to get out of here. Someone's sure to come see what's going on. Take care.
I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world.
Another newcomer. Name's Lucas Sims, town sheriff, and mayor too, when the need arises. I don't know why, but I like you, boy. Something tells me you're all right. So welcome to Megaton. Just holler if you need something. Friendly and well-mannered. I think we're gonna get along just fine. You treat my people nice, and you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, is there something I can help you with? What about it? I don't trust any of the locals to tinker with it. Besides, most people don't even realize it's still a threat. And hell, Cromwell and those crazies from the Church of Adam, they worship the damn thing. Why? You think you got the know-how to disarm it? For good? Oh, all right. Fine. But listen here. Just take a look at it first. Go easy. If you get the job done, there'll be 100 caps in it for you. Not an option, I'm afraid. We aren't exactly rolling in cash down here. Great. Go ahead and see what you can do. Just be careful. Have a good one.
Good to see you.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Oh, I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply. But what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the Wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you? Great. Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy. Well, it takes a little more work than that to get food, and good water's even harder. But you'll figure that out soon enough. Here, take the armored suit. It won't help feed you, but it should keep you from being food for anything else. Or anyone else. That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun. Let's see. Dealing with radiation, testing an experimental device, and, I won't lie, it may include some reading. That sort of stuff, you know? But for all that, I can pay you with caps, meds, chems, and maybe even a few of those unique inventions, if you do a good job. Interested? Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a Wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot. At me. With mean words. All right, then. Now, I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't it? Which do you want to do first? Well, food and medicine. Everyone needs them once in a while, right? So they need a good place to find them. There's an old super-duper mart not far from here. I need to know if a place like that still has any food or medicine left in it. Oh, great! Food is most important, but see if you can get medicine, too. And if there's nothing to find, then just come back in one piece, okay? Absolutely.
Good hunting! Remember, I'll buy whatever you're selling.
You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eaton, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart.
Come on, you piece of junk.
My. Just when I had all but given up hope. My dear boy, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. I am Mr. Burke. And you, well, you are not a resident of this putrescent cesspool, and makes you a rather valuable individual. Finally, someone with a modicum of civility and common sense. I represent certain interests, and those interests view this town, this megaton, as a blight on a burgeoning urban landscape. You have no connections here, no interest in this cesspool's affairs or fate. You could assist us in erasing this little accident off the map. The undetonated atomic bomb for which this town is named is still very much alive. All it needs is a little motivation. I have in my possession a fusion pulse charge, constructed for a singular purpose: the detonation of that bomb. You'll rig it to the bomb, then you'll get paid handsomely. What do you say? Well played. An extra 500 caps, in addition to the base fee when Megaton lies in ruins. Here's the fusion pulse charge. Place it in the bomb. When it's done, meet me at Tenpenny Tower. It's southwest of here, well out of harm's way. You can't miss it. Any questions? Lack the aptitude, you mean? You're not rewiring the thing, just attaching the pulse charge to the detonator. If you get stumped, talk to Leo Stahl. He might have something to help you concentrate. He's got a bit of a reputation. Absolutely not. The place, the people, they're one and the same. Sacrifices for a nobler future. I assure you, they're worth 10 times as much in death as they are in life. Don't let me keep you.
Traveler, eh?
Every day it's the same damn thing.
I told you, Gob, it ain't the radio. The Enclave station comes in fine. It's Galaxy News. Their signal's been shit lately.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the details.
Can I do for you, Daddy-O?
Understand. But
Goddamn
rest
radio.
assured, I am your
Colin Moriarty, at your service. Welcome to Moriarty's. My saloon, my home, my slice of heaven in this backwoods little burg. If you've got the caps, I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are a thing of the past. My God, it's you. The little baby boy all grown up. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct? You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be straight with you. Your dad was here, and now he's not. And yes, I know where he went. But what you're asking me for is information, and information is a commodity. Let's say 100 cops, and Daddy's location is yours. Very reasonable. All right, kid. Let me help you out. You know, for all time's sake. If you don't have the cops to pay for the information, then maybe you could do a little favor for me. Who said anything about dirty work? You need some caps, and I'm giving you a way to get them. It's just business. This junky bitch named Silver borrowed quite a few caps from me. Claimed she could start funneling Jet and Psycho to me for a good price. Problem is, she scrammed with the loot and set herself up in Springvale so she can inject herself into a stupor. Get the caps she owes me, and they're yours. Yours to pay me with, anyway. I await our next meeting with bated breath. Stupid radio.
Give it up,
Go work. If you need something from me, spill it.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden.
Hey there.
And I was hoping we could talk. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for.
You looking for the mayor?
My dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Northern Creek to Hagen. Careful. Irresponsible. And complete. Was a little boy. So, let me ask you, area. How many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? None. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital Wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past.
Who the hell are you? Where'd you come from? Did Moriarty send you? That bastard. He's a liar. He just wants me dead. Those caps are all mine. I earned them.
Until next time, this is John Henry.
I'm tired of hiding out here like some kind of wasteland dog. I guess you're right. Here, this is all I have. Please leave me alone now.
Hello, my beautiful America. This is President Eden, and it's time we had a talk. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted: power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and Laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. John Henry Eden built a country. He builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve a future free of war and fear and terrible uncertainty? Of course you do. As President of the United States, you have my solemn pledge that I will never rest, until we have what we deserve. A place to truly call home. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
It's locked for a reason. Don't get any ideas.
Now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden. Straight to your heart. May our country be always successful. But whether successful or otherwise, always right. I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world.
From the pain and hardships of this world.
What?
President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionable.
I hope you're not here for that water, because we're leaving with it, and my mama never taught me to share. That's not gonna work on me. I hope you shoot as quick as you talk. You got a deal. Take him out.
Had its own
Take him down. Well, that's the end of it.
The sun is warm, welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear. Like knights of yore, armed with bats of ash and hickory. Their name,
you got what you came for. Why don't you move
their
on?
Purpose?
I'm not looking for...
Those monsters, they're gonna get me. Those things, they keep coming. They scare me. Make it stop. You look stronger than all the other grown-ups. Can you protect me? Those big things, they're all over Greyditch, and they killed everyone. Please, mister, please find my papa. You will? Really? Thanks a whole lot. My house is the one closest to the huge sign and the old diner. Please, find my papa and make him come back. You know, maybe this will help and maybe it won't. But Papa hid a bunch of stuff behind the old diner in a dumpster. He trusted me with the key and said it was for emergencies. But I bet he wouldn't mind you having it. Well, there is the personal shelter next to the old diner. Papa always said to stay away from it. But I guess it's supposed to be safe. I'll head over there and wait inside. Hurry back.
Now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden.
Where?
And I was hoping we could talk. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America, Democracy, now and forever. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience.
The hell?
Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing on. You're listening to Enclave Radio. President of America. President. Greetings again. This is President John Henry. I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. You know, there are those amongst us who would shatter our hope for peace, order, and security. These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all, stealing, murdering.
Come
The
on,
so-called
boys!
brotherhood. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly honors or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous. Even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld. And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know. Not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off.
Loading personality. Robco, R04, B9, office helper. Running default office protocol. Error. Running daily agenda. Error. Security breach detected. Breach and match.
Somebody open up the... Hang on. Stay right here. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for. My dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Dog Creek to Hagenville we roamed, carefree and courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children...
Resistance is unlawful.
How many of this nation's children Well, we both know the answer, don't we?
Greetings, fellow office.
America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is
Please
no
present
hope,
your valid
no
ID.
happiness. That changes right here,
Warning.
right now.
Scan
From this
failure.
moment onward, the children
Please
of this
present
great
ID
nation are
or
its
exit
highest
of
priority.
building.
The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. We've got a partner, you and I. Don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation. You don't have to. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry, signing off. Now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. There never was a time, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of the sword. Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to, something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine the perfect cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats, and hickory. Their name, the Capitol Congressmen. Their purpose, to make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine, if only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself this. What if the Capitol Congressmen could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to its
partner.
All you need
Try,
is a little patience.
Have yourself a nice visit.
Till we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
Well, goddamn. You're new, right? Name's Leo Stahl. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Damn it. Who told you? I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Help? What's to help? So I'm a junkie. Big fucking deal. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. I guess you're right. I have to tell them about my problem, don't I? I just don't know what to say. I've been stealing from both of them for years to get my fix. Where do I even start? Well, I'll figure something out. Look, I want to thank you for your help. I guess it took a complete stranger to show me what an ass I've been. Take this key. It's to my private stash in the water treatment plant. Just get rid of the stuff. Burn it, sell it. I don't care what happens to it. Thanks. It'll be hard, but I'll do my best. Talk to you later. I'm Doc Church, and I run this clinic. Now, before you go asking me for help, you'd better know the rules. Rule 1, don't bother me. If you do bother me, you better be damn near dead. I'm busy enough taking care of people I actually like. Follow my rule, I'll keep you patched up, I'll keep getting paid, and we'll get along just fine. Not quite as good as that vault stuff you're used to, but it'll do you. You done? Good. Try to be careful.
I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening.
Hey, Doc. I'm only sharing this with you because you seem like someone we can trust. Have you heard about the synthetic men they make up north in the Commonwealth? Well, the rumors are true. They're called androids. They're men like us, just made out of different parts. I know one of these androids. He's looking for a trustworthy doctor to perform some facial surgery. Can you do it? Do you know someone who can? Also, do you know anyone who's really a whiz with computers?
Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to...
For Christ's sake, you don't look sick, and you sure as hell don't look dead, so why are you bothering me? Some VIP from up north looking for surgery and computer expertise. I don't pay attention to that crap, and neither should you. Try not to hurt yourself.
In half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve a future free of war?
All right. Good to see you again. What's new? Feel like having a drink? Come on. Let's talk.
You have my solemn pledge that I will never rest, until we have what we deserve. A place to truly call home. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the enclave will be its salvation. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off.
And the resplendence of the promise of our division in the times to come. Give your bodies to Adam, my friend. Release yourself to his power. Feel his glow and be divided.
Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course.
We shall see.
Of course I was elected, sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. We've got a part now, you and I. But don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation, so you don't have to. Until we meet again, this is John Henry Eden signing off.
For Christ's sake, you don't look sick, and you sure as hell don't look dead, so why are you bothering me? You done? Good. Try not.
I give unto you these feeble bones. I present to your will.
Dad says not to talk straight.
So, how's the scabbing been? Got the food medicine from that super duper mart? Really? Oh, that's a shame. I guess it was an obvious place for people to get food, so it all got taken long ago, huh? Still, good work checking it out. And have some food, as thanks for the work. It's a shame you didn't find any there. I still need to study a living specimen with radiation poisoning. I need someone to research how to travel through a minefield. And that'll cover the first section of the book. Which strikes your fancy? Well, that's what I need your help for, isn't it? I know lots about it from books, but I never seem to get a live example. Not for long, anyway. So I need you to get a bit of radiation poisoning, so I can study its effects. Oh, not a deadly dose, of course. I can fix you up before that. Oh, but nothing beats a real-world example. And I have a new rad treatment I was just itching to try out on a live subject. But I guess you're right, and at least it keeps you safe and sound for later testing. Here's some spare chems for your help. Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. Disarm one before it blows, and you can sell it for plenty of caps. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders just call the place Minefield. Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell me all about it. And could you bring back a mine for my studies? What better reward for avoiding explosives than to pay you with explosives? Frag grenades, in this case. I got a pretty good haul of them recently. And if you bring me back something to study, maybe I can make some modifications for you. Nothing like tinkering with a live mine, right? Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. And since ghosts don't exist, you can just focus on the landmines. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell. How are those hot little potatoes? Because, you know, they're on the ground like potatoes, and hot because, they explode. Anyway, what's up? There's no way you could have gone there and gotten back already. It's got to take at least a day to get there and back. Now get going. What do you need?
And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton. Straight to your heart. A coward is much more exposed to quarrels than a man of spirit. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden.
Good hunting! Come back soon!
Don't try it.
Hello again, America the Magnificent.
I got nothing to say to you.
This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld? And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder, they're all around us, I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off.
Anyone out there? Hello?
Now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry, straight to your heart. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them? talk about government. Your government. Why, not that simple. The Enclave. Your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together, together, can we hope to reach our full potential. The way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave, one America, now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off.
Now I know what a TV dinner feels like. Come on, tell me already. Oh no. What happened?
Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eaton.
He's dead? I guess I already knew. Besides, I'm too tired to cry anymore.
All relate to something that is unquestionably inescapable.
You gotta stop it! So this can't happen to anyone else's family ever again. I wish I had met you a long time ago. Then maybe my dad would still be alive.
So it had been. That's right, America.
Well, they're big, ugly things that crawl around on 6 legs. They got huge teeth and skitter around grabbing everything in their path. My papa would always say they're fucking ants. Well, that's what he used to call them anyway. I just call them fire ants. My papa had a gun. He said it hurt those things. But he said they were the dumbest fucking ants he ever saw. He kept telling everyone to shoot for their antenna. Whatever that means. Alright. Nah, those things started coming around only in the last few months. At first, they just crawled around outside our town. But later, they came into town, and, well, you know the rest. I just wish things would go back to how they used to be.
Will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time. Even for the Enclave. Until next time, this is President Eaton signing off. I'm President John Henry Eaton, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eaton, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eaton. Now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. Labor disgraces no man, but occasionally men disgrace it. Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eaton, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or not, I have been elected at all. That I must the very foundation of a democracy. Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. That person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until next time, this is President Eden signing off. Greetings, dearest America. This is your president, John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we? We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this? How did your people, of our most powerful nation on Earth, die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last.
Dead!
The American way. Don't you,
Moving around.
don't you decide? Fear and terror. Of course, as president, you have my solemn pledge that I will never rest till we have my America. Reflect and for soon this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till we meet again, this is President Eden signing off. irresponsible, and completely inseparable. It was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? None. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. I will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital Wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the enclave never rests. Never. Until next time, this is John Henry Eden, signing off. One of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. I have never advocated war except as a means of peace. This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio,
Metro
Voice of
Security
America.
Protocol initializing. Station security grid offline. Metro Central not responding. Move threat level Omega. Lethal force authorized. Tickets, please. Scanning for valid ticket. Verified. Thank you for riding with Metro.
Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents of you, they don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all, stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled. by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld? And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, blood, all around us. I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. Enclave, restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off. One of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eaton.
There you are!
There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off.
No more games! Type game! There you are!
That's all.
Is this the... Look, I don't know who you are, but you don't belong here. The super mutants have overrun our brothers at the Galaxy News radio building, and we're headed there to back them up. You can tag along if you want, but keep your head down and try not to do anything stupid. You've been living under a rock? This is DC. The entire city is crawling with super mutants. Now, if you'll excuse me. There aren't a lot of safe places in the ruins right now, but the Galaxy News radio building is sort of our port in the storm. Unfortunately, the building's been hit pretty hard lately. We're their backup. So if there are no more questions, we really need to move out. Watch yourself out there.
Ren, Bucky, doing fine. Just follow my lead. No dead heroes today, okay?
What's the situation?
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President, and I was hoping we could talk about. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to. Something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by conflict, each state had its own professional baseball. The sun is warm, welcoming. And on the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats of ash and hickory. Their name, Capital Congressmen. Their purpose, make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine. If only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself, what if what if they could compete Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will live again.
Yeah.
Reflect upon all I have
clear
said,
here.
my America.
Stand down.
Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the enclave.
Door stays closed until we finish securing the perimeter.
John Henry Eden signing off.
Looks like it's all clear. Unlocking outer doors.